Welcome to Grace in the Journey. I'm Jennifer, and this is a space where we walk together through life's messiness, yes, even finances. Here, we talk about faith, God's guidance, and finding hope when money feels tight or the future uncertain. You are seen, loved, and never alone here. Today, we'll explore how God teaches, protects, and guides us through our financial struggles. We'll talk about waiting, stewardship, and the peace that comes from trusting Him with our hearts and our bank accounts. Let's dive in and discover the grace waiting for us right in the middle of our financial journey. I'm so glad we get to have this conversation together. Have you ever stared at your bills wondering, God, how is this going to work? The waiting can feel endless, but Jesus teaches us to pray, give us this day our daily bread. It's about trusting God for today, not worrying about tomorrow. God's presence is our true provision. Your daily bread might be peace, strength, or a creative solution. He is faithful, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It's easy to think, if I had more, I'd be generous or budget better. But God's economy is different. In Luke 16:10, Jesus says, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." Stewardship is about what you do with what you have now. Are you faithful with the little? Are you grateful for it? In seasons when every penny mattered, we learned discipline, creativity, and contentment. Joy isn't found in abundance, but in gratitude and wise stewardship. If we can't manage a small income with wisdom, why would God entrust us with more? More money doesn't fix heart issues, it magnifies them. God is more interested in our character than our comfort. See your little as a sacred trust. Start a simple budget. Track your spending. Pray before purchases. These small acts of faithfulness are huge in God's eyes. When you're disciplined with your money, you're saying, God, I trust you more than my impulses. You're building a foundation of integrity for future blessings. God sees your diligence and contentment. Faithfulness in little brings peace, freedom from anxiety, and quiet confidence. Before God increases your bank account, He increases your character. That's the greatest treasure. Stewardship isn't about shame. It's about empowerment. Honor God with what you have, and watch your heart grow. True abundance starts with faithfulness in the small things. One of the hardest parts of financial struggle is feeling left behind. You see others getting ahead, and comparison creeps in. But Proverbs 21:5 says, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty." God honors the slow, steady, diligent path, not instant gratification. The waiting isn't wasted, it's where God does deep work in your heart. He teaches patience and humility, reminding you He's in control. It's humbling to wait, to say, I can't afford that right now, or to watch others pass you by. But humility makes you teachable and open to God's guidance. I felt frustrated by slow progress, but learned to celebrate small victories, paying off a debt, sticking to a budget, choosing gratitude. Surrendering my timeline to God changed me. It stripped away pride and taught me to find worth in Christ, not in achievements. God refines your character in these seasons, building a foundation for future blessings. If you feel stuck, remember, you're not failing, you're being formed. God sees your diligence and patience. He's building something in you that lasts. Character, humility, and trust. Resist comparison. Your journey is uniquely yours. Embrace the slow path and celebrate small steps. Thank God for the humility He's building in you. The diligent path leads to true abundance, peace, wisdom, and Christ-like character. Don't rush the process. Let God shape you. Your faithfulness now prepares you for what's ahead. Trust His timing. It's always perfect. Closed doors sting. Rejected jobs, failed deals, lost opportunities. We see them as failures, but what if they're God's protection? Proverbs 16:9 says, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." We plan, but God directs, and sometimes He closes doors to protect us. That job you wanted, maybe God saw it would harm your spirit or family. That business deal, maybe it would have led to unhealthy partnerships or debt. God sees what we can't. The risks, the toll, the dangers. A closed door is often mercy, not rejection. I've experienced closed doors that felt devastating, only to later see God's protection. Trusting God with closed doors means releasing our plans and trusting His. When you hear no, respond with, God, I trust you. Thank you for protecting me. This shift turns disappointment into trust and frustration into faith. Whether a door is open or closed, you're guided by a loving shepherd. Grieve the loss, but thank God for His protection. He's not withholding good. He's leading you to something better. Closed doors are signs of His loving, protective presence. Trust that He's working for your good, even when you can't see it. In financial struggles, we want provision, money, stability, solutions, but often God gives peace before provision. Philippians 4:19 promises God will meet our needs, but first, Paul says, do not be anxious, present your requests to God, and the peace of God will guard your hearts. God's goal isn't just to fix problems, but to transform your heart. He wants to give you peace that isn't tied to your bank account. I've spent sleepless nights worrying, but the turning point was surrender, when peace came before the breakthrough. That peace lets you rejoice in small victories and sleep soundly, even when the future is unknown. Peace is the true provision that sustains you in the waiting. If your hope is only in the outcome, waiting is unbearable. But if your hope is in God, His peace carries you through. God knows anxiety is the hardest part, so He addresses it first. His peace is a down payment, a promise He's working. When you feel that peace, you know God has heard you. If you're anxious about finances, shift your prayer. Ask for peace, not just provision. Pray, God guard my heart. Replace my anxiety with your peace. When you have His peace, you have what you truly need. The financial solution will come, but God's peace is available now. Rest in Him. He's got you. Let peace be your anchor in uncertainty. Trust that God's timing and provision are perfect. As we close, remember, you are not failing or forgotten. You are being formed. Your finances are part of your spiritual journey. Every challenge is a chance for growth and deeper trust. Grace isn't just at the destination, it's here in the journey. Lord, teach us to trust you, steward well, wait patiently, and recognize your protection. Thank you for shaping us through every season. God's grace is sufficient for you, right where you are. Until next time, walk in grace.